That is not good. I'll be leaving now. Oh my gosh. What's up everybody, my name is Scott and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and today we're going to have some fun with the 50 BMG and a few other guns. But before we do, I want to say thank you to our sponsor, Hidden Hybrid Holsters. This is my inside the waistband holster for my Stretch Armstrong. I also have one for my Glock 19 and my Glock 20. These are super comfortable and I'm a big fan of these holsters. If you use coupon code Kentucky10, you'll get 10% off your purchase. So for today's video, we're shooting this. This is a 45-pound bumper plate. Now this thing is pretty thick, has a rubber coating, and it's pretty heavy. We shot a 45-pound iron plate a few years ago and it didn't stop very much. It stopped a few pistol calibers, but that was about it. So today we're going to try out this. We're going to start out with something small and then work our way up to something big. So let's go get this thing set up and get started. Okay, I've got the bumper plate set up. We're about 20 yards back. I have it at a slight angle, so if we have a ricochet, it's not going to come back and hit us. We're going to start out with a 22 and we'll be using a Ruger LCR 22. I highly doubt this does anything to this plate. Not even sure if I hit it. Okay, we've got two little marks, but it doesn't look like we did anything to that bumper plate. Up next is 9mm. We're going to be using a Glock 19 and we're going to be loaded up with some 9mm 124 grain full metal jackets. Yeah, I don't think we did anything to that plate. I didn't think we did any damage to this plate, but it turns out I'm wrong. Here's where we hit, and there is a hole out the back of this thing. That is very disappointing. I wasn't expecting to make it through the plate that fast, but we're just going to continue on as usual. So next up is 45 ACP. I have a Springfield 1911, and I'm going to be loaded up with some 230 grain full metal jackets. Well, the 45 killed it. So here's where we hit with the 45 and we don't have a hole out the back. Okay, let's go ahead and step it up to something that's a lot bigger. This is a Magnum Research Desert Eagle chambered in 429 DE, and we're going to be loaded up with some 240 grain jacketed soft points. Let's go check it out. Okay, so we hit right here and it looks like we have a hole out the back. Before we move on to the rifles, let's hit it with one more pistol caliber. How about 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum? This is a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum Performance Center with a 10.5-inch barrel. And let's use the biggest round we possibly can for this thing. This is the Underwood Ammo 700 grain hard cast. I say we do it one more time for good measure. That's a handful. Okay, looks like we have a hit here and a hit here. And we have two giant holes coming out the back. If it's not gonna stop a pistol, it's definitely not gonna stop a rifle, but we're gonna shoot it anyways. So we have a Wyndham Weaponry AR-15 chambered in 5.56/223, and we're gonna be loaded up with some Norma Tactical 223 full metal jackets. Yeah, I highly doubt that it stopped any of those. Looks like we got some new holes on the front, but it doesn't look like we made it through the back. Now let's hit it with our Effin Scar 17 chambered in 308, and we'll be loaded up with some 150 grain full metal jackets. Yeah, I don't think it stopped those. Okay, we got some new holes in the front and we got some new holes out the back. Obviously this bumper plate is not very tough. Pretty much everything is making it through it. We're gonna go ahead and shoot it with the 50 the way we have it set up, and then we're gonna turn it sideways and see if we can make it all the way through it long ways. Okay, we're all set up with the Serbu BFG 50A, and we're gonna be using some 50 BMG full metal jackets. Okay, we got a little hole up front and a big hole out the back. Now let's set it back up and see if we can make it all the way through it long ways. Okay, again, we're loaded up with the full metal jackets. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. So it looks like this is where we hit, and we just ripped all the way through this plate. I'm not satisfied with that though. I want to do it one more time. Oh my goodness. This time we hit right here, and I don't think it traveled through the entire bumper plate. Looks like it started to, and then we shot out the side. I don't think we're gonna get any better than that. That is awesome. Well, that's it for today's video. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. I was really thinking that the bumper plate was gonna stop more rounds than the cast iron plate. Turns out it was the complete opposite. The bumper plate didn't stop anything, and at least the cast iron plate stopped some pistol rounds. Regardless, I had a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure and give it a like, and if you're not already subscribed to Kentucky Ballistics, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications, and while you're at it, share today's video with a friend. Also, be sure to check me out on Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all those can be found in the description down below or on my website, KentuckyBallistics.com. Again, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics, and I'll see you next time.